impact coming back. Strike one from Gonzalez. Grounder. Break through, and Morello will hit the first base.
The right fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
There comes Brandon Nicholson. He comes to the plate. Nicholson, a tough scenario in the first inning. Drop ball, inevitably leading to a run scoring, as time is quickly called. First, Nicholson shows bunt, but pulls it back. Leading to a ball. Nicholson, solid cut. Wanted that one. Leads to 1-1. Nicholson, a .348 average on the season. Has an RBI. Always looking to be more productive from the 2-hole. As Gonzalez will step off, and everyone will regroup. Morello taking a solid lead off first base. Ball going upstairs. Strike two called. The disagreement of the fans. Fans very vocal today. Even within the first inning, we've had a little bit of everything so far. Gonzalez. Throws pitch. Nicholson makes contact, and that's going to loop into center field for a base hit. Morello heading to third. Trying to get there safely. Lewis too far and is called out at third. Unfortunate for the Jackfish.
Baseman, number 23, James Smibert.
As up will come James Smibert, the self-deemed Smack, having a phenomenal game last Thursday. Nearly hitting for the cycle. Got a single, double, and triple done within the first 3 innings. And now Nicholson playing around at first base with the leadoff. And Gonzalez steps off, trying to keep him humble. Smibert with a team leading 12 hits on the season. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. And ball 1 is called. JS, one of the more charismatic figures in the Jackfish locker room. Beaming with excitement and energy. And truly loves this game. Trying to get a BP in whenever he can. As he stares down Gonzalez. And count is now evened. Edison Gonzalez giving up 2 earned runs in each of the 2 appearances he has been shown. First one being on May 21st against Hamilton, as Smibert lifts a ball to left field, and that will just go foul. 1 and 2. Gonzalez on May 21st in Hamilton appeared in 2/3 of an inning, giving up 2 earned runs on 3 hits, striking out 1. However, on May 27th in Barrie, completely flips the script. 7 innings of work with only 2 earned runs, 5 hits allowed through 3 strikeouts. Smibert waits the 1-2 pitch from Gonzalez. And everyone waited a little too long, and time is called. Again, if you're new to the Intercounty Baseball League, or IBL for short, no pitch clock rules, no timeout restrictions, no mound restrictions. Very much the style of baseball you would see in the mid-2000s and 2010s, as a throw to first to try and pick off Nicholson. Nicholson gets back safely. Smibert sizing up. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2, evens the count. Gonzalez will step off, and the count is now full. Looking to do some damage. Jackfish looking to recoup the 2 runs given up in the first inning. Hopefully with help from the Mississauga, Ontario native Smibert. Nicholson going, hit and run. That will go into the gap in left field. Nicholson chugging home base. Smibert coming into third. And one Jackfish run will score as Smibert delivers. And almost like that, it's a 2-1 game.
The catcher, number 16, Sam Cocker.
And just like that, here comes Sam Cocker. Last year's reigning IBL Rookie of the Year. As hot as anyone on the Jackfish team. Batting .350 this year. 3 home runs and 10 RBIs in his own right. Really quite the catcher duel between these two teams. With Deolio leading with 1 home run. That's a nice curve there. Call for strike 1 from Gonzalez. Another take. Called strike 2. And quickly in the 0-2 hole with Sam Cocker. Chopped off, fouled off. From Cocker. And we'll do it again. Defensively for the London Majors. Behind the dish, as mentioned previously, Eduardo Deoleo. At first base, Kane McKee. Second base, Tommy Reyes Cruz, as we saw earlier. Shortstop, Keith Candell. And at third base, Dan Battelle. In left field, and there's ground ball at third. And that ball called fair. And in comes Smibert to score, and Cocker with an interesting single to tie the game up as it looks right now. The third baseman, Battelle, grabbed it, looked as if it was a foul ball. As London manager Roop Chanderdat will look to question that call, and the umps will get together and take a look. From up here in the booth, the ball looked rather fair. But given the way Battelle reacted, he must have thought differently, as the umpires discuss. As the umpires look there. Sam Cocker, living on the value if they get them. And it looks like all will remain the same as Sam Cocker ties up the game, and just like that, the Jackfish are back even. And that will bring up shortstop Luis Jean to the plate.
The shortstop, number 4, Luis Jean.
Gene, the former Colorado Rockies farmhand prospect. Taking place at the Jackfish now. With Cocker on first base. And Gene with a cannon into left field. Joseph looking to make the catch, and he does. Cocker will have to retreat back to first base, as Gene gave it quite the ride.
The designated hitter, number 15, Steven Moretto.
Now bring up Steven Moretto. Let's take a quick look at the Jackfish lineup today. You've already kind of seen half of it, but might as well go through it there. Gio Morello in center field, followed by Brandon Nicholson in right field. James Smibert, who had an RBI triple at third base today. Then fourth was Sam Cocker. Fifth right there was Luis Jean. Batting right now at sixth is Steven Moretto. Then afterwards on deck, we got the first baseman today, Mateo Porcelato. In the hole, left fielder Hogan Brown. And batting at the 9-hole, second baseman Tyler Dupuis. As Moretto takes a pitch that flew directly into the foul ball net. Quite the wild pitch there from Mr. Gonzalez. As Cocker will easily go and take second base. I'll tell you, folks, for a split second, I thought I was going to have to make a catch there. That ball was up. As Moretto hits the 1-0 count. Moretto fouls it off. Hits the foul ball net. Inside, ball gets away again, as Cocker will quickly run into third. And that's two wild pitches, moving Cocker from first to third. And just like that, the Jackfish are 90 feet away from taking the lead in this game. That all depends on the result of Steven Moretto, the new Westminster and BC native, who famously, as his first swing as a Jackfish, sent a ball right out of here for a home run. Big swing. Trying to do the same there, but evens the count, 2-2. Moretto's appeared in 4 games thus far. There's a team leading 6 walks. 2-2. Hits the contact. We'll do it again as it goes just foul to the third base side. Moretto, great swing, gets past the third baseman. Cocker comes in to score. Moretto gonna try for second, and he gets there with a stand-up double as the Welland Jackfish have the lead. Just like that.
The first baseman, number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Mateo Porcelato. The lanky lefty takes strike 1. Speaking with Porcelato earlier in the game, he talked about playing a team like the London Majors, the defending back-to-back champs, and says it inspires the entire team to be greater. He's aware of the championship aspirations the team has as he takes strike 2. And he knows the privilege of playing a team like this only comes a little bit in the season. And he's hoping the team can step up to the challenge. And thus far, they have. Currently holding a 3-2 lead over the London Majors. Porcelato, chipper grounder, off the side of the mound, going to try to be out at first. And Kendall cannot get a handle on it. As now runners on the corners.
The left fielder, number 24, Hogan Brown.
And here comes Hogan Brown. Last Thursday's player of the game. Started off the festivities. That would end up in a 22-7 victory over the Brantford Red Sox. Hogan Brown, might I remember, is the first pitch swinging home run into the stands in right field. And I'll say, folks, watching him in batting practice today, he looks locked in. Every single pitch just looked decimated. Couldn't stop myself from audibly saying that ball had a family. Hogan Brown had the leadoff duty last game in the absence of Gio Morello. But with Morello coming back, manager Brian Esri hoping Hogan Brown can bring that type of production to the 8th hole. As a meeting on the mound took place with Gonzalez. Brown, first pitch swinging, foul. Hogan Brown batting .429 in the year. Waits the next pitch. That ball hit into left field. That will hit the gap. Hoagie Dogie comes with a stand-up double, and that will bring in Moretto at home, and the Jackfish pile on another with a 4-2 lead. Now bring up the second baseman, Tyler Dupuis. Dupuis, notably, got his cardio in last game, hitting a 3-run inside the park home run. Takes a quick one inside. And a 1-0 count. Personally went to him during batting practice, asking him how his legs were feeling. Got a good chuckle out of that. Gets some contact there. Ball sent foul to the right side. Evens the count 1-1. Gonzalez. Dupuis gets a hold of another one. 1-2. Hogan Brown at second base, doing his best to be a bit of a nuisance to Gonzalez. Brown himself has 2 stolen bases on the season. Quite the leadoff there. And Dupuis with the ball right up the middle, caught by Calvert, and cannot make the play. Excuse me, he made the play, got the throw off, but just high enough that McGee had to jump, and Dupuis is safe.
The center fielder, number 11.
Now put runners on the corners once again as Gio Morello returns to the plate in a bat-around inning for the Jackfish. Morello, the base in right field, as there goes Dupuis. Now he close to the base seal. Home plate! And Hogan Brown is called out, and that will be the inning. But not after a big response from the Jackfish. As they take a 4-2 lead over the London Majors as we get to the top of the second inning. Welcome back, folks. Luca Morganti on with you today for some Welland Jackfish baseball. Jackfish, fantastic offensive showing here at the bottom of the first as Hartford will face Dan Mattel in there for strike one. Contact made. And quickly 0-2. Hartford, as mentioned previously, did not give up an earned run. Now until today, I personally take blame for it. I said it, and then he gave one up. So, take that. And a bunt single-ish. Gene trying to make the play at first. And a call is safe. Had to hurry, but Patel beat it out. And the Majors get a runner on first quickly in this inning. As Keith Kendall, the shortstop, steps to the plate, the 9-hole hitter for London. So Jake Hartford, I apologize. I shouldn't have said anything, but still looking pretty nice in terms of the batting line thus far. As Kendall lines up, some contact in. Portolato giving it a shot, but that will go into the Jackfish crowd faithful. Taking a look at Hartford specifically, lasted 3 innings and 2/3 on May 18th against Hamilton in the home opener. Only allowed 2 hits. Did give up 5 walks though, but also struck out 8. As Smibert goes to second, going for first, not in time. Smibert got to Dupuis, so there'll be 1 out. So Kendall will make it to first. That will bring us back to the top of the lineup for Tommy Reyes-Cruz.
The second baseman, number 21, Tommy Reyes-Cruz.
Hartford bounced back on the start on the road. Bounced back on the start at home against Guelph on May 25th, throwing 5 innings of no run ball, only 5 hits. Reyes-Cruz taking his time as Hartford lines up. Hartford runner was going. Cocker looking to make the play, cannot get to it. As Kendall was running on the play, looking to steal second. But the foul ball will negate that. And Hartford looking to get the sword. Ground ball. Gene looking to turn 2. Dupuis over to first to Portolato. And the Jackfish make quick work of this inning, as they will get back to batting. 4-2 remains. We'll be right back with you. Now, quick word from the sponsors.
home with y'all.
Going home with y'all.
Welcome back, Welcome back, folks. Excuse me. Welland Jackfish baseball. Jackfish lead 4-2 as Morello steps back into the batter's box after getting his time cut short early by a throw-out at home of Hogan Brown. Takes first pitch for a ball and then rips one right to second base for 1 out. That'll bring up Brandon Nicholson.
The right fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
Nicholson managed to get a hit off the last at-bat. Also came in to score for a run. Takes one inside for a call of strike. Nicholson got out of the way, but a strike call none the same. Gonzalez working quickly as the curve will also get called for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Nicholson. And quick K. 3 pitches, and Nicholson is retired. And Gonzalez just looks like a different new pitcher.
The third baseman, number 23, James Smibert.
As Big JS will walk up to the plate. RBI triple his last at-bat. Trying to make Gonzalez throw a little bit of pitches there, and that seems to be a strategy as he takes ball 1. Looked like he was taking all the way. His name is James Smack Smibert. Let's take strike 1. Here's the grounder. Chopper to first. McGee handles it, and quick inning for the Jackfish. Side retired on 8 pitches. And we will go quickly back up to the third. Jackfish still leading 4-2. We'll see it in the top of the third. And welcome back to the top of the third inning. As ball 1. Big swing there. Count even at 1. At the plate, Byron Reichstein. 10 for 17 in the year with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. Reichstein tried to check his swing, went, and now count is now 1-2. Ball goes flying wild right to the on-deck circle as the count will now be even 2-2. Reichstein advanced to first on the error by Nicholson in the first inning and began the rally there for the Majors, who now trail by 2. Hartford slings it. Ball grabbed down to first. Porcelato with a diving play, racing to first. Fantastic play by Porcelato, getting the out at first. A diving effort.
The catcher, number 26, Eduardo DeOlio.
That will bring up catcher Eduardo DeOlio. Eduardo with an infield single. Last time, big hack. Missed for strike 1. DeOlio picked up his 13th RBI there. And the off-speed gets DeOlio quickly 0-2. Both pitchers look like they're picking up the pace a little bit after the first inning. They're not here by the hour. They're here for the victories. If that keeps their arms fresh, they will do it. Hartford throws the pitch, fouled off to the right side. Hartford spikes a ball into the dirt. Call that a waste pitch, and we'll count 1-2. Folks, I'm not sure if it resonates with you at home watching live here on YouTube, but Jake Hartford's arms are rather large. They're massive. I refer to him personally as anacondas. And when those anacondas wind up back and chuck a ball right into the strike zone, it's quite the beautiful thing. I must say. Ground ball. Smibert walks the line, but that will be called foul. And we will do it once again. Pitch to DeOlio. And the off-speed gets him hooked. First strikeout of the day for Jake Hartford.
The left fielder, number 7, Starling Joseph.
And that will bring up Starling Joseph. Joseph reached first in the first inning by way of a fielder's choice, as that ball is low for ball 1. Well, down the line will even the count. A lot of motors and motorcycles in the vicinity today here in Welland. Confusing our broadcast booth up here, but if you folks hear it, let us know. Nice pitch from Hartford for strike 2. I'll be honest, on my drive up here this late afternoon, I think I passed by what was 100 motorcyclists on the way over. And strike 3 from Hartford. Strikes out the side. as Joseph will get hooked, and we will go to the bottom of the third inning. Same score as before. Jackfish 4, Majors 2.
Fanatics, now please direct your attention to the area in front of the Jackfish dugout, as it's time for the
As let's go to some on-field shenanigans from a director of fun, Ryan Harrison.
Right here. We got Kenny and what's your name, sir? And Mike. Kenny and Mike, here we go. This is how it works. When I say go, head to bat, back to forward, spin around until I say stop, which time you hit the ball off the tee for a chance. First person to do so wins an empty bellies gift card. You guys ready? It's set, go. They're off. Yeah, faster, yeah, what Shane said. Faster, Kenny. He said you're the fastest one. You're not even close to being dizzy. This is Ken. Oh, you know what? He's had a few ball wires. He's already dizzy. On your mark, get set, go. Well, congratulations, Mike. You actually hit the ball. Fans, one more time for our contestants.
Empty Bellies, the official pregame location of the Welland Jackfish throughout the 2023 season. Go for lunch or dinner at Empty Bellies before any Thursday or Saturday home game. Spend $20 or more and receive a
Welcome back, folks. Big swing there from Sam Cocker. As we hit the bottom of the third inning, as I magically say, it changes. Cocker 0-1 count, and that will even the count. Sam Cocker, 7 for 20 this season. 7 hits on the year as he pops this one into shallow right at the first baseman, as McGee will make the out. And now bring up the shortstop, number 4, Luis Jean, who picks up Sam Cocker's bat. Looks like they share the bat. It would not surprise me. Both these individuals offensive forces for the Jackfish this season, right in the meat of the lineup. Luis Jean tries to hold up. Could not. 0-1 quickly. Luis Jean brought in from the Hamilton Cardinals last season. One of the largest acquisitions for the Jackfish this year. Really fills in their middle infield quite well. Quite the complementary piece with Tyler Dupuis at second. Backs out with the knee. Called strike 2. Does not agree with it. Gave Ben Mercier a couple words there. As Jean quickly down 0-2. Ball in the dirt. 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Another good take from Jean. Jean, the Dominican Republic native, stands at 6'1". Another take, ball 3. Full count for Jean. Gonzalez with the pitch. Gets contact. Throw. Jean called out. As there's 2 down. Now with Steven Moretto approaching the plate.
the designated hitter, number 15,
So before I was rudely interrupted by the Jackfish scoring runs, God forbid, bit of defensive alignment for the London Majors today. Eduardo De Olio behind the dish. Kane McGee at first. Tommy Reyes Cruz at second. Keith Candell at shortstop. Dan Patel just made that throw at third base. In left field, Starling Joseph. In center, Drew Lawrence. And in right field, Byron Reichstein with Cleveland Brownlee as the designated hitter. As Moretto takes ball one. Another one, 2-0. Here comes the pitch. Moretto puts a drive into it. Joseph at the wall. That one is off the wall. Moretto heading to second, thinking about third. Going in. Down. It's called safe. Steven Moretto displaying the hustle required to beat the London Majors, to be a championship team. Really gave that ball a ride. A lot of us in this booth thought that one was destined to go over the wall. As Porcelato walks up looking to cash in Moretto for his efforts. Porcelato the lefty. Get some contact in there. Patel gave it a look, but it will just... Takes the ball outside. Porcelato, a very calm demeanor. And I can only imagine it helps him in clutch situations in times like this, in cashing in runs. In cashing in runs. Ground ball to first. McGee can't come up with it. Has the ball in hand and is called out. McGee bobbled it, giving the fans a gasp of hope that the run would score, but was not meant to be. Score remains 4-2 as we head to the top of the fourth inning. Welcome back, folks, to Welland Jackfish Baseball. My name is Luca Morganti, along with you today, filling in for the esteemed Alec Murray. As we head to the top of the fourth inning, Jackfish up 4-2. All runs in this game scored in the first inning, and ever since then, it feels like it's been a very tight margin of error. Both teams with championship aspirations this season. The Majors, back-to-back champions in the Inter-County Baseball League. The Welland Jackfish looking to claim that throne. Now bring up Cleveland Brownlee. Designated hitter today. Takes the first strike from Jake Harford. Fouled up. Or in the back. Left field side. Quickly 0-2. Base hit for Brownlee as he will quickly take first base.
The first baseman, number 37, Kane McGee.
Now bring up Kane McGee. Big hack from McGee. Fouled off. And I will apologize, folks. It seems like it's been 5-2 this whole time. So many runs were scored, it seems I lost track. As McGee rockets one to Nicholson and right for a base hit. Majors have first and second covered.
The center fielder, number 6, Drew Lawrence.
Drew Lawrence steps up to the plate. One hit can tie this game up. Drew Lawrence looking to be that man. Jake Harford hoping he doesn't even get the bat in the ball. And he shows bunt. Going to first. And will get him at first, but runners will advance. Lawrence trying to quickly beat out the throw, but will advance both of the runners.
13, Dan Patel.
As Dan Patel will step up. Hoping to poke something in and score some runs. And there exactly what happened. Into left field. And it goes past Brown. Runs will score. 2 already. Chugging for third is Patel. And he will make it in there safely. Brown mistimes the bounce. And just like that, it is a 1-run game.
Stop number 12, Keith Kendall.
It seems I am magic. I need to stop predicting where these hits should go. Keith Kendall steps up. And that ball ripped into left field. Hogan Brown makes the catch. Can't believe he'd do something like that and then totally redeem himself. What a play. Hogan Brown
The second baseman, number 21.
making the second out of the inning on a phenomenal diving catch. After the misplay earlier, causing 2 runs. As we head back to the top of the lineup for Tommy Reyes Cruz. Big cut. Strike 2. And in all that excitement, I forgot to acknowledge that the runner at third scored, and we are now in a tie game. Fouled off the catch mass of Cocker. And I mean, folks, could you blame somebody for after seeing that phenomenal play in left from Hogan Brown? Strike 3 called after a swing from Tommy Cruz, and the inning is over. As we now, just like that, London puts up 3, and we are tied at 5. As we quickly go on field to see the director of fun, Ryan Harrison. What is Ryan plotting right now? Let's find out.
Sheet here because I don't remember anything. Corey and Casey with Marks and Spencer's. So they wanted to be the store. All right, here's how this works. When I say go, you take off from your boat. You grab a fish, you go fishing. Come back, drop it in this bucket. Go back on the other fish. Come back, drop it in the bucket. Once both are in, first person to do so wins $50 to Boston Pizza. Are you ready? Fans, leave it turn. There's no other rules in this game, so this should be interesting. On your mark, get set, go. There, oh my gosh. There's some capsized boats. Uh-oh. You okay? Okay, keep going, guys. Oh boy. That's good. You're in the last one. Down to the last fish here. Here we go.
You got wrecked.
Oh, he lost it. Oh no. Congratulations, Marks and Spencer. You are today's winners. Fans, make some work. It's working amazing. And a little bit psycho.
Join the Jackfish on the road. Visit fan services at the front gate and learn how you can jump on the bus to London as the Jackfish take on the majors on Friday, June 30th and Friday, July the 28th.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom of the 4th. Hogan Brown showing bunt. Pull back, 1-0. As we are all tied up at 5 here at bottom 4. Brown fouls one off. Evens the count at 1. Brown had an eventful top inning. With 2 runners on. An unfortunate misplay of the ball. Heads past him. Scores 2 runs. And ball goes through there. 2-1. However, makes a fantastic diving catch just right after. And now Brown trying to pick up some slack on the offensive side. Takes the ball inside, 3-1. And as I mentioned previously, folks, watching batting practice take place earlier today, Hogan Brown looked like the star of the show. It looked locked in, sending balls into what I would call planets, just strictly into outer space. So if he gets a hold of one, watch out. Foul ball. Virginia Beach, Virginia native Hogan Brown awaits the full count pitch. Solid ride into center field, but that will be Lawrence making the catch. 1 down.
The second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupree.
to St. Catharines, Ontario native Tyler Dupuis. Takes first pitch strike on the corner. Dupuis 1 for 1 so far. Pops one up. Reyes Cruz looking to grab it. Finds it, makes the play. 2 down. Quickly here for the Jackfish.
The center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
Comes up for the 3rd time today. 1 for 2 so far. Had a nice single into right field in the 1st inning. Show bunt. Tried to pop it off and could not. That will be called strike 1. Morello down the line, called foul. And we're quickly at 0-2. Edison Gonzalez in line for another quick inning, who has really settled in since the 1st inning. After the 5 runs, in the 1st inning. Oh, 0-2 again to Morello. The pitch. Outside for ball 1. Ball in the dirt, evens the count. Morello hitting the ball better as of late. Currently sitting with a 190 average, but there's faith that number will rise rather soon. Cannot help the cause there. Frustratingly struck out. And we will head to the top of the 5th inning.
All right, fanatics, please direct your attention to the area in front of the Jackfish dugout for the Jackfish Pony Hop.
And once again, now it's time for the Jackfish Pony Hop. Let's take a look down the first base side with Director of Fun, Ryan Harrison.
All right, we're here for the Jackfish Pony Hop. What's your name? And Parker. Here's how this works. Pretty simple, just like for your racetrack. When I say go, you take off to the finish line where Jacques is. First person across the line wins a Jackfish t-shirt. Now, rules. Don't pick up the horse. And hop all the way down. Vince, are you ready? Sorry, my earpiece was in. Are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! The Bucking Broncos are off. Holy. Not bad, though. This horse is great, friend. Here we go. Congratulations. You're walking home with the Jackfish t-shirt. Fans, one more time for our ponies.
Do you have a birthday coming up? Spend it with the fish. Book a Jackfish birthday package today and let the Jackfish turn your birthday into the best one yet. Group bookings can be made by visiting guest services in the front gate.
Welcome back to Welland Jackfish Baseball. Luca Morganti here with you today. We are at the top of the 5th inning with Byron Reichstein leading off for the majors. Jake Harford delivering the first pitch. Close. Called. Ball 1. outside in the corner, did not get the call. 2-1. Solid shot into right field, and a catch made by Nicholson. That ball looked like it was sinking down, but Nicholson gets the out. 1 down here in the top of the 5th, bringing up Eduardo DeOlio. DeOlio looking like the biggest threat on this London Majors team. Again, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Big swing at the off speed for strike 1. Jackfish have managed to contain DeOlio, at least base-wise. DeOlio getting RBI and a base single, but did not reach the second time round. 3rd appearance for DeOlio today. Harford throws. Big swing and a strike. Here comes Harford. Outside, ball 2. Two and 2. Harford delivers. Popped up over, and that one's definitely hitting the car. As we will go once again. Right above our heads here in the broadcast booth. DeOlio bloops it. Shallow right, and that will be foul. We will do it again. Everybody looking to make the grab on that one. Was very close. Harford 4 earned runs today. 5 runs given up, but 3 strikeouts through 20 batters so far. 6 hits allowed doesn't generally equal 5 runs, but some defensive mishaps here and there, and that's what you'll get. Harford threw one. That one cranked into center field, but Morello makes the play. 2 down, with Starling Joseph due to come up.
The left fielder, number 7, Starling Joseph.
Fouled off. As Joseph winced a little bit. Walking off currently. Get some swings going. I'll tell you folks, that one had some mustard on it. More mustard than the foot-long hot dog you can receive in the Welland Jackfish concessions. Harford delivers again. Calls, strike 2. Harford looking to get out of the 5th. Shook off the first sign from Cocker, likes the second one. Outside. Harford ready. Delivering. Inside. Stewart hopping a bit out of the way. Count even at 2-2. Joseph yet to record a hit on the day. One of the strikeout victims to Hartford. Will it happen again? Fouled off way to the left side. And we'll do it once again. And gets the off speed. Jake Hartford. 4th strikeout on the day. As we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jackfish Majors knotted at 5. And now, a quick word from our sponsors.
Going home.
When the unexpected happens, who can you call to guide you from crisis to calm? The trusted experts at Service Master Restore are ready when you need us. We'll be there for you every step of the way. Service Master Restore. We restore your home and your peace of mind.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom of the 5th inning. And a blooper over the first base from Brandon Nicholson. And just tacked out there from McGee. Now bring up James Smibert. Smibert 1 for 2 on the day. Taking all the way the first pitch. Smibert an RBI triple that really got the ball rolling for the Jackfish in the first inning. You have to replicate that. Gonzalez been rather hard to beat since that first inning. Smibert looking to change that fortune. Gonzalez up 0-2. And Smibert goes down swinging. And just like that, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
The catcher, number 16, Sam Cocker.
And that'll bring Sam Cocker up to the plate. Folks, if you ever attend a Welland Jackfish game here in the lovely Welland Stadium, as a ball is called to Sam Cocker, you will likely hear Coach Adam Harrison, one of the many mascots around here. And he will often yell, Cocker drives one to the far side. You'll hear Coach often yell, I love you, Cocker. You're my favorite player. And simply, I just couldn't agree more. Cocker, the reigning IBL Rookie of the Year, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. And Cocker check swing. Ump says no. Count goes to 1-2. We have some action in the London bullpen. As it stands right now. Cocker takes another one. Count knotted at 2. Looks like Braden Farrington warming up in the pen for the London Majors. Cocker gets a hold of that one. Strongly strung foul. And we'll do it again. Two outs here, bottom of the 5th. A lot of 2s. Now make it a 3. 3 and 2 count. Full count for Sam Cocker. Cocker looking to keep the inning alive. The Oshawa, Ontario native. Something's got to give. Here's the pitch. Outside. Cocker will take ball 4 as he tosses the bat.
The shortstop, number 4, Luis G.
The shortstop has Cocker on first. Gene takes a ball upstairs. 1-0 count. Gonzalez over 90 pitches at 92 pitches now. There's number 93 that Gene drives hard into left, and it goes over the head of Joseph. Cocker hustling to third is getting the wave. Sam Cocker, and it's safe. Sam Cocker hitting the Jets. And the Jackfish have retaken the lead on a rocket from Gene. I'll tell you, folks, that was majestic. Sam Cocker getting on his horse.
Designated hitter number 15, Steven Moretto.
Now bring in Moretto, but not before the meeting on the mound commences. And Roop Chandradat talking to his pitcher Gonzalez, finding a game plan for Moretto. Gonzalez's 6th earned run of the night. Looks like he's going to continue the inning, give him the opportunity to finish the inning, and his task will be Steven Moretto. Moretto 2 for 2 on the day. Lines one down the left side, but just foul. Moretto 2 for 2 with a run and an RBI. Jackfish chance. Ball taken outside. Let's go Jackfish chance, raining from the Jackfish faithful. Pretty Park Ballpark for a Saturday night. Lovely weather for a ball game today. Not too hot, not too cold, just right, just like the Three Bears story. Gene, excuse me. 2-1. Gene jumping about. Foul ball into the boot. Ball rolling down the roof, and there it goes back. Foul ball almost went right through the window to our stat guy, Gary. We were ready. Just missed us by a couple feet. As we're knotted up in twos here in the bottom 5. Once again. Gene playing mind games. Ball 3. Folks, if we don't get a ball up here at one point this year, I'll be frankly shocked. A lot of window space. A lot of strong hitters that miss timing ever so slightly on every team. Count full as Gonzalez steps off. Finally going to check on Gene. Gene hopping about once more. And it's called strike 3. Moretto frustrated, but that will be all. But the Jackfish on a double from Luis Gene and an amazing running effort from Sam Cocker take the lead. A 6-5 lead. As we now present to you the world's fastest ground crew.
Make sure to visit the fish online at wellandjackfish.com. There you will find season updates, promotional schedules, videos, and so much more. Do you follow the fish? Jump on that Twitter machine and like, tweet, and follow us at Welland Jackfish on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram today. Do you want your company involved?
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 6th inning. Jackfish up 6-5. Jake Hartford remains on the mound for the 6th inning. My name is Luca Morganti. I'm here for you on the ride today. As Cleveland Brownlee will return to the plate to lead off the inning.
Leading off the 6th inning, the designated hitter number 35, Cleveland Brownlee.
Cleveland Brownlee, the 39-year-old. Today, 1 for 1. Got hit by a pitch in his second at-bat. Big hack on Hartford's fastball. 0-1. Brownlee gets a hold of one. Into left field. Brown running out, and that ball is gone. Cleveland Brownlee got one rather decimated. And just like that, 2 pitches in, the Majors have a response and have tied this game. Brownlee receiving a chorus of boos from the Welland faithful as he gets the celebratory Venom mask as he's greeted historically by his dugout. Look at this.
First baseman number 37, Kane McGee.
Ooh, giving a mouthful to the Welland faithful. Cleveland Brownlee, always quite the character here in the IBL. As Kane McGee will step in, taking ball 1. Now the Jackfish bullpen will get busy. Big hack from Kane. Can't get a hold of it. 1-1. McGee, another swing and a miss. 1-2. Looking like Will Jackman in the bullpen for the Jackfish. As Hartford looks for a strikeout. Cannot get it. Evens the count 2-2. McGee 6 for 18 on the year. Gets a hold of one down the line, called foul. Run it back at the top. Hartford 4 strikeouts on the day. Looking for number 5. Outside, ball 3. Hartford taking his time with the ball, getting comfortable. Here comes the pitch. Call ball 4. And McGee will advance to first. As Cocker will go discuss some schematics with Hartford. That'll bring Drew Lawrence up to the plate. Drew Lawrence, a bunt last time that advanced both Brownlee and McGee from first and second to second and third and began the 3-run 4th inning for the Majors. This game, a tightly contested one. And there he shows bunt once again. Looking for the grab. Cocker will make the grab. Bent down on one knee like he wanted to marry the love of his life. And one down here in the 6th.
The third baseman, number 13, Dan Patel.
That'll bring Dan Patel up to the plate. Another one. 2-0. Foul tipped. 2-1 to Patel. Patel producing from the 8th slot. Very valuable in teams with championship aspirations. Logan Brown doing much of the same. Ball way outside. 3-1. If you're just joining us, welcome. Welcome, welcome, folks. Happy to have you here, live on the YouTube, the Welland Jackfish YouTube account. A 6-6 ball game here in the top of the 6th between the London Majors and the Welland Jackfish. Cannot get the call, and another walk from Hartford will put runners at second and third. Esri, manager Brian Esri, not happy with the call as well. Giving Ben Mercier a couple words of business as he goes to the mound meeting with Hartford. And it's looking like that will be the day for Jake Hartford. Who receives an applaud from the fans and is greeted by his friend in the dugout. As we will bring in a new pitcher.
Now pitching for your Welland Jackfish, number 44, Will Jackman.
The man with Jack literally in his name. How beautiful is baseball? Coming out to Rush's Tom Sawyer. Jackman will get set. Takes ball. As we get a pinch runner at second, Charles Bowen for the majors. Jackman looking for a first strike. Up top, 2-0. Charles Bowman, excuse me. Pinch running for Kane McGee at second base. Dupuy making a motion, doesn't budge. That ball directly over our heads, and I hope someone's car is okay. Count goes 2-1. Jackman, standing at 6'2", 200 pounds. Niagara Falls, Ontario native. Niagara region. Could be considered hometown boy around here. Ball just outside, 3-1, does not get the call. And worth noting, manager Brian Esri, giving a little bit of the business to home plate umpire Ben Mercier on his way up to make the pitching change. And that'll be ball 4. And that will load the bases. Jackman walks Candell. And that brings us back to Tommy Reyes-Cruz. And here comes Brian Esri once again. Esri bringing in the entire infield. Talking a bit of strategy on where to go from here in this bases loaded gym. Jackman now facing Tommy Reyes-Cruz. Jackman only 2 innings of work thus far this season. .450 ERA. has 2 strikeouts and a walk. Now has 2. There's a ball. Struggling to find the strike zone thus far. Foul ball. Taken there. Bowman took off a bit from third. On the pitch. Not in like a full track runner, full stride motion, but the closest thing to it. Perhaps some mind games to get into the mind of Jackman. Another foul cut from Reyes Cruz. And we're at 1-2. Jackman ready. Pitch in. Right to Jackman. Gets through the hole, Dupuis. Bowman in to score. And just like that, the Majors have an 8-6 lead. Ball went right through the legs of Jackman, and Dupuis gave it his best effort but could not come up with it. And with 1 down here, the Majors have a 2-run lead, and that looks to be all she wrote for Will Jackman. Reyes Cruz with the clutch 2-run single. And in comes a new pitcher. New pitcher Mike Mueller coming in to relieve work. So Jackman cannot record an out in his outing in relief. And Mueller will try and pick up the pieces here at first and second. Jake Harford exits the game, 5 in a 3rd inning, 7 hits allowed, 8 runs, only 7 of them earned with 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. Rather reliable in relief appearances, 6 innings in a 3rd. Only 1 earned run given up with 6 strikeouts. Typically his spot is around the 6th, 7th, 8th inning. And he will come in looking to strand these base runners. Throw in. There's strike 1. Mueller looks, delivers. Reichstein takes a chop at it, but cannot come up with it, and quickly 0-2. Mueller reigning from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. The right-hander delivers again. Strike 3. Reichstein is hooked. 5th K of the day for the Jackfish.
The catcher, number 26, Eduardo Diolio.
Now bring up Eduardo Diolio. This would be a dangerous situation. to have the hottest hitter on the majors in. Runners on first and second. Mike Mueller on for relief. Gets the call on the outside. Strike one. Ball right outside. Over to Smibert. Smibert gives the ball to first. And the play is made. And the Jackfish end the inning, but not before the majors put up 3 runs and take the lead. An 8-6 lead, to be exact, with a home run off the bat of Cleveland Brownlee. And another 2-out single from Tommy Reyes-Cruz. Now let's go to the CA Niagara Stack and Dash to the first base dugout with Director of Fun Ryan Harrison present.
Awards partners, we now head to the field as Ryan is with our competitors.
Thank you, Alec. Here we go. Right over here. Right over here. Hey, listen, I know we have a few beers, but over here. Over here.
Judd Walker.
Tim, you lost. Over here.
What?
Yeah.
Judd Walker. That's my boy.
All right, here's how this works. When I say they're going to take off, grab a donut, bring it back.
That's my
Sorry.
Welcome back, folks, to Welland Jackfish Baseball. Luca Morganti here with you. New pitcher in the game for the London Majors, Braden Farrington, will relieve Edison Gonzalez for the Majors. Leading off for the Jackfish will be Mateo Porchelato.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th, the first baseman, number 10, Mateo Porchelato.
Porchelato, solid day at the office, 1 for 2 with a run scored. We'll take ball 1 as he prepares for the next pitch from Farrington. Porchelato gets a piece of it. Ball called foul. Farrington with a 10.39 ERA in the year. He's given up 5 earned runs in 4 and a third innings pitched. Only 1 walk, though. Judd Walker also replacing Kane McGee at first as Porchelato fouls another ball off. Which will mean Walker will bat 6th just after Cleveland Brownlee, who started the top of the 6th inning with a home run on the second pitch thrown by Harvard, hitting right in the scoreboard. And Porch, Alato, goes down swinging for the first out.
The left fielder, number 24, Hogan Brown.
Hogan Brown comes up now for the Jackfish. Brown 1 for 2 on the day, 2 RBIs, and a star-spangled catch, and he rips into one. Into right field, gets down for a base hit. Reichstein was on the move. Looked like he had it, but just dropped right in front of him, and Brown will head to first base.
The second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuy.
That'll bring up number 6, Tyler Dupuy. Dupuy 1 for 2 on the day. Worth noting, every Jackfish has a hit today.
For the Jackfish, number 9, Eric Marriott.
It looks like it will not be Tyler Dupuy, but Eric Marriott coming in to pinch hit for the Jackfish. Marriott appearing only once this season, but is perfect, 1 for 1. Looked like a pinch hitting appearance as well, as Brown took a bit of a lead off there. Farrington delivers, ball in the dirt, 2-0. Marriott versus Farrington, Farrington versus Marriott. One swing of the bat and we have a tie game. Up to the Niagara Falls, Ontario native. Called strike 1. Ball in the dirt, 3-1. I'm just being informed now it is Ethan Hunt that is pinch hitting. Ethan Hunt, number 9, returning to the Jackfish team. Currently in a 3-1 count. And Hunt lifts one into the gap. That one is out of here! Ethan Hunt, the pinch hit home run. The ding bomb. And with one swing of the bat, the Jackfish are tied once again with the majors. As he'll get that bat. Ethan Hunt with a ball that looked good, looked even better over the wall. Ethan Hunt with a 2-run shot that will send Braden Farrington out of the game and bring in the new pitcher for the London Majors. Thank you. That will bring Abdil Velasquez into the game for the London Majors today. And what a game this is, folks. Back and forth, punch for punch. A boxing match of great proportions. Not the type pitching clinic perhaps expected, but these are two heavyweights going at each other back and forth. Ethan Hunt with a game-tying 2-run home run. And that will bring Gio Morello to the plate. As this 6th inning. Taking up a lot of the bulk of this game. A lot of meaningful runs scored. The Let's Go Jackfish chants raining out inside to Morello for their ball 1. Morello takes the pitch. Look near the top left corner, or top right corner, depending on your view. 2-0 to Morello, the Toronto, Ontario native. Takes a look at a ball, called strike 1. Pitch from Velasquez. Hit there to second base. Made the play, and Judd Walker will receive his first play of the day as Morello ground out to first. Reyes Cruz to Walker. Now bring up Brandon Nicholson.
Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
Folks, I'll keep it 100 with you. I'm on the edge of my seat with this one. I can't tell you how it ends. I can only tell you how it goes. And Brandon Nicholson looking to write a page in this story. First pitch from Velasquez inside, past the backstop of Diolio. And it's a 1-0. Nicholson looking to keep the inning alive. And he gets beamed right in the back. And he'll be sent to first. 2 inside pitches from Velasquez. Question of the command there.
The third baseman, number 23, James Smibert.
And that brings up Smack himself, number 23, James Smibert. One for 3 on the day today. Smibert calm, cool, collected, as Nicholson took a couple of bounces, hopping like a Mario character over a bit to second base. Smibert doesn't go. Good decision, 1-0. Continues to be a lovely night for baseball. And a throw to first to check on Nicholson. Very slight clouds. No call. No strike call there. 2-0 on Smibert. Very faint clouds in the sky today. Sun just coming down. Solid winds. As we sit here at 8:19 p.m. time here in Welland, Ontario, here at Welland Stadium. Nicholson hopping around like the Energizer Bunny. Was ready to go. Velasquez holding him tight. Nicholson not going. Ball outside, 3-0. Nicholson clearly in the mind of Velasquez, having a couple stutter steps, stops and starts. What a combination there, folks. Smibert working with the 3-0 count. And another throwback to check on Nicholson. Smibert waiting for a strike. Nicholson holds. 1, 2, and Nicholson's gone. Nicholson gets there safely, headed to third. Ball goes into slight center field, and Nicholson sliding into third base. Brandon Nicholson toying with Velasquez for what felt like an eternity and runs. Boy, does he run all the way to third base. Call was strike one on Smibert on the pitch. But I'm sure JS is fine with that. Leading run, 90 feet away. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. And that will bring up Sam Cocker. Looking to do some damage himself.
Now batting the catcher, number 16, Sam Cocker.
Sam Cocker has been due at home. All of his home runs taking place on the road. 1 for 2 today, takes a strike call. Didn't look overly pleased. One for 2 today, 2 runs, 1 run batted in for Cocker. And why not a walk to add to it as well? Productive as usual. Check the swing. Did not go. Count 1-1. The Oshawa native behind the dish. Looking to put the Jackfish up once again. Velasquez waits. There's the pitch. Big swing. Hardy cut. Could not get a hold of it. 1-2. As this game continues, more and more most important pitches of the game will commence. Here's one of them. Velasquez looks. Deals. Cocker gets on it. Base hit! Into left field. And the Jackfish have taken the lead. Cocker coming through once again. And Nicholson came around to score. And here comes Gene. Luis Gene with an RBI on the day himself. Wouldn't mind a few more. Welland 9, London 8. Thrown inside, called strike 1. Visibly upset with that call. As is the Welland faithful, giving Ben Mercier some words. Seems a lot of individuals have had a bit of an issue with Mercier's inside. Cocker jumping a bit at first. Another inside pitch. Called strike 2. Smibert at second, Cocker at first. Gene, the San Pedro Dominican Republic native, looking to fight off. The 0-2 hole. Race Cruz doing some clapping at second. Gene gets a hand on the ball. Just foul off the third base line. Talking with Luis Gene earlier in the day and just reveling in the physique he has. Just purely just all muscle. It's truly impressive. Like, as you can tell, I truly have no words for it. And that's going to be a called strike 3. Gene upset. Many boos raining down for the Welland faithful. By the end of the day, the Jackfish, who went down in the inning by 2 runs, end up coming back up by 1 with a 9-8 lead. Top of the 7th we go. Stay with us. Welcome back, folks. Luca Morgante on the call with you here today. The Jackfish, after being down 8-6 going into the bottom of the 6th, they come up 9-8. And now we enter the top of the 7th with Sterling Joseph. Excuse me. Face off against Mueller. First pitch, driven into the gap. Morello on the run, can't get to it. Just gets past him. Joseph on his way to second. He'll get there standing up. Morello went with a run and slow to get up. Taking his time. Looks to be okay. As Cocker will quickly discuss with Mueller, now the plan. As Cleveland Brownlee returns to the plate. Brownlee, notably in his last at-bat, last inning, sent a home run right into the Welland Jackfish scoreboard. Brownlee getting 3 practice swings in there. As Joseph on second. Ethan Hunt at second base now. Ethan Hunt notably the man who just tied this ball game up. And then Cocker, Sam Cocker with the current leading RBI single. Strike 1 to Cleveland Brownlee. Mike Mueller remaining in the game, as mentioned previously. Quick look at the box score. London Majors are 8 runs on 9 hits with only 1 error. Jackfish, 9 runs on 13 hits, with also an error. Brownlee hit the chopper over to third base, but that will roll foul. 0-2. Hunt replacing Tyler Dupuis at second base. And this is what you'd call a slobber knocker of a game. Runs back and forth. Brownlee gets a hold of another one. Hogan Brown watches it get out of there. And Cleveland Brownlee has done it again. Now a 2-run shot. And the dugout looks to the London dugout already ready to greet him. Joseph will score. Brownlee another shot to left. And it is 10-9 for London. As Brownlee dons the Venom mask once again. London just not going away. Brownlee with a monster shot. Now pinch hitter for the London Majors, Brad Verhaven. Pinch hitting for Judd Walker, who was the first baseman. Oh and 2. And quick strike 3 call on the outside. Mueller bouncing back quickly and gets the first out of the inning.
The center fielder number 6, Drew Lawrence.
Drew Lawrence. Enters the batter's box. First pitch called a ball, 1-0. Lawrence gets a hold of one. Loops it to shallow right. Can't get a hold of it. That ball's going to be fair. Lawrence hustling. Gets into second with a stand-up double. A great effort on the part of Nicholson, who's made some remarkable catches previously. Just couldn't get that one to go. And Lawrence will slide into second with a stand-up double.
Number 13, Dan Patel.
Patel 2 for 2, 2 RBIs and a walk to boot. Thus far, the Jackfish have responded to the offensive pushback of the Majors. That ball is popped up into left. Hogan Brown on his horse trying to get into foul territory. Cannot make the catch. Fantastic hustle on the part of Brown, who already has the diving catch in his book today. Put in his best and just missed by a smidgen. As Mueller awaits the return of the ball. Or excuse me, the return of Gene to his position at shortstop. Nice curveball from Mueller, just misses. 2-2. Mueller looking for the second out. One step closer to getting the bats back. Takes a look at Lawrence. Swung on by Patel. Ball called foul. Patel 7 for 17 coming into this game. Now 9 for 19. Patel grounds one to first. Porcelado with the play. Decides not to flip it. Brings it into first himself. That will advance Lawrence to third. but now we have 2 outs. This will bring
Shortstop number 12, Kendall.
Keith Kendall to the plate. Kendall 0 for 1 with a walk. Couple of fielder's choices in there. Ball in the dirt, caught by Cocker, 1-0. Mueller with the fire of a fastball. Looked like the dragon's breath. Gets called for a strike. Definitely some mustard on that one. 110% in an effort to try and get the Jackfish back in the batter's box. Mueller. Grounder. Gene made the play. Can't come up with it. And another run will score. Frustrating day for Luis Gene. Bobbled it in the first inning, costing a run. And it comes back to haunt him again. Lawrence coming in to score. It is 11-9 for the Majors.
The second baseman, number 21, Tommy Reyes-Cruz.
And Reyes-Cruz will return to the batter's box. Portolato instructing Hunt to move over slightly. That ball fouled off. That one will go down as an error on Gene. Unfortunate in this time. That's the beauty of the game of baseball. There'll always be an opportunity for redemption as that ball gets past Portolato. Kendall chugging for third. Throw by Nicholson. Gets there, but just a bit off. Reyes-Cruz, excuse me, thought about second. Went a bit halfway there, but could not. And now runners on the corners. For Byron Reichstein.
The right fielder, number 22, Byron Reichstein.
Jackfish bullpen seems rather inactive right now. As Brian Esri will come out to talk with his pitcher, as will the entire infield. Fans, if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter at Welland Jackfish. Similarly on other social media platforms as well, on Instagram. Lots of interactivity and opportunities to make yourself a part of the game as best you can. What about? Some would say this is playoff game-esque. Championship caliber teams going head to head, shot for shot. And the bat of Cleveland Brownlee has really been the story. I wouldn't say the whole story, but a main story in this game. 2 home runs on the day. One tying up the game for the Majors and one taking the lead. As the mound meeting looks over. Mercier and Esri returning to their posts. As now Mueller will take on Reichstein. Here's the pitch. Called ball 1. On the line. Ethan Hunt makes the play. Throw to first. Got him. Gets out of the inning. Fantastic diving effort from Ethan Hunt. And makes the play as the Jackfish will get out of the inning. But not before an 11-9 score. And let's go to the 7th inning stretch.
Everybody up. You can sing, you can screech, but whatever it takes. Let's get ready to stretch those legs, those arms, and those lungs. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. And it's root for the Jackfish. If they lose, it's a shame, 'cause it's at the old ball game. All right.
And a big thank you to Tom. Lovely as ever, voice of an angel. As we enter the bottom of the 7th inning, Jackfish find themselves in an 11-9 hole. Brantford Haven taking over at first base. For the majors. As up will come Stephen Moretto to try and jumpstart the Jackfish to give one of those punches back. As I stated before, this is like a boxing match of a game. Punches back and forth. Just when you think you've seen it all, stuff happens. That's inside from Velasquez. Lineup goes Moretto, Porcelato, Brown, as currently stated. As Mr. Brian Esri might pull a couple tricks of pinch hitting, depending on the situation. Moretto goes right inside, and he takes a hit. The second hit batter by Velasquez today, as Moretto will head to first. So here comes Porcelato. Porcelato, 1 for 3 on the day. Looking to make an impact. Call out. Ooh, caught me there. Strike 1. Looked a little on the outside, but I'm a little high up here. Mercier makes the calls as Porcelato awaits the second pitch from Velasquez. Another one on the corner. Another strike 2. One swing of the bat, and this game is tied. Not the first time I've said that today. Shows you the tight margin we're playing in. Even with scores almost in double digits for both sides. Ball in the dirt, 1 and 2. Velasquez ready. Ball dirt once again. 2 and 2. Porcelato mentioned previously with me the intensity of these games, the pedigree of the majors. It inspires the team to be better, inspires the team to be motivated. And as Ric Flair once said, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Takes ball 3. And these guys are no better definition of the man. Back-to-back champions of the IBL in 2021 and 2022. There's the Jackfish. Looking to cash in. A lot of patience. And ball way outside. Nearly a wild pitch. And runners at first and second as Porcelato draws the walk. Now bring up Hogan Brown. Last game's player of the game has an opportunity with a lead, but not before London manager Roop Chandradat walking out to Velasquez with the entire infield rather meekly. Nice little meeting on the mound. Discussion with the infielders, it looks most so. Velasquez chiming in from time to time. Mercier walking up to the mound. Looks like there is a plan with the majors, with runners on first and second. Velasquez will remain in the game. Hogan Brown hit a home run last game, and I don't think I'd be alone in saying one right now would not be the worst thing in the world. The pitch. Outside, well one. Brown ready. Pitch. Swing just foul off the back netting. Brown lines one, just foul off the first base line. That ball had 2 runs written all over it. But fate said, no, you're moving just over to the right. Baseball, a game of inches. Brown gets another shot. Time is called. Brown allowed check swings in. Conversation with Moretto and Candell at second base. The pitch. Brown gets a hold of one. Up the middle. Grabbed by Candell. And the stretch made gets him at second. What a stretch by Verhaven. Moretto advances to third. Brown had it right up the middle, and Candell had to act quickly to get the ball over. And a great stretch from Brett Verhaven. Completes the double play. Now we have Ethan Hunt back at the dish. Hunt, notably, tying the game at 8 with a pinch hit 2-run shot. He took over for Tyler Dupuis. Strike one called. Kingston, Ontario native Ethan Hunt stands at 6 feet. a proven power stroke there. Right at 1/3. Ball dropped in the dirt, no call. 1-1. Velasquez to Hunt. Inside, 2-1. The pitch from Velasquez. Outside, 3-1. Morello waiting on deck. Hitters count now for Hunt. Looking to help if given the opportunity. Moretto at third. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Hunt goes to first. Runners now in the corners. Quickly making his way to first is Hunt.
The center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
Gio in a huge spot. One swing of the bat gives the Jackfish the lead. If the Cards have it be. First pitch from Velasquez. In the dirt for ball 1. Velasquez keeping an eye on Hunt at first. The Italian stallion, Gio Morello. Hunt looks primed to go. Does not. Ball nearly wild. Diolio had to get up and make a sprawling catch that makes my arm hurt trying to impersonate it. Ooh. My rotator cuff. Very impressive stuff from Diolio there. But 2-0 count to Morello. Ball catches the outside. Strike 1 called. Slight action in the Jackfish bullpen. Looking like Chris Buato. Starting to get slight warm-up pitches in. Pitch on the outside. Ball 3. Quite the important call there. A lot of noise came from that one. Nicholson on deck. Three and 1. Morello. Velasquez. The pitch. Ball 4. Hey, he's walking here. Morello loads the bases for Brandon Nicholson.
The right fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
What a game, eh? And here comes manager Roop Chandradat once again. And it looks like that will be all from Velasquez. As a new pitcher will come into the game with the bases loaded, 2 out for Brandon Nicholson. And in comes Pedro de los Santos taking over for Velasquez for the majors. And quite the spot he's been put in, huh? Bases loaded. Moretto on third. Hunt on second. Morello on first with Nicholson at the plate. De Los Santos, a lefty. A 6.75 ERA on the year. 4 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, but 6 strikeouts. And here comes Brandon Nicholson with the chance to bring the Jackfish just a little bit closer in this game. Not sure if you like roller coasters, folks, but you're on one. Ball 1 called. Nicholson 1 for 3 in the day. A call, strike 1 to the dismay of the Jackfish faithful, the fanatics. Not pleased with that one, right in the bottom corner. Evens the count. Very inside. 2-1. De Los Santos with the windup. Inside. 3-1. Smibert on deck. Here's the pitch. Inside! Ball 4! Everyone come around! We're within 1!
Now batting the third baseman, number 23, James Smibert.
Here's Smack. As I mentioned previously, a single, a double, and a triple in the last game against Brantford. And I asked him if he knew he was a home run away from the cycle, and he said absolutely. Strike 1 called. If you don't think that's in the mind of Smibert right now, just keeping anything simple, anything close. That's a base. Hit on the ground. Call it. He's safe. Run scores. Everybody's safe. Nicholson got in there just in time. And we are tied. Again. Base is juiced. Time is called. Oh. Majors bullpen getting to work. De Los Santos winds up. Cocker throw back to first. Smibert getting checked on there. Cap back safely. Fouled off there. Chance of Cocker's my hero ringing amongst the fanatics. And boy, does he have a shot to be a hero here. Oh and 2. The pitch. Cocker! Sends one! Deep in the left. Where is it? That's out of here! No one knows where it is. Confusion. It looks like that went foul. Everyone convinced that was sent to space. The horn went off. But a mere foul ball. Another one there. That ball looked tattooed on a destination for the tractor in the distance. Here's the pitcher, De Los Santos. Fouls it off once again. Still some shocked faces in this booth. But life goes on. Everyone on the edge of their seat. Bases loaded. De Los Santos about to send one to Cocker. And gets him for strike 3 on the foul tip. Oh, the drama. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got a classic. It's knotted at 11:11. And now, a word. I'm out of breath from our sponsors.
Going home with y'all.
Welcome back, folks. Welland Jackfish Baseball. My name is Luca Morganti, along with you for this roller coaster ride of a ball game. Ball sent down the line. Foul ball. Still catching my breath over a drama-filled bottom of the 7th inning. Starling Joseph, a double his last time up, which was last inning. Ball one, ball missed outside. A double last inning that was promptly followed up by a Cleveland Brownlee moonshot to left field. And that same individual is on deck right now, giving it a bit to the fans, as he enjoys doing. Mike Mueller still in the game, delivers to Joseph. Called ball 2. Mueller with the pitch. Strike 1. Mueller's fallen victim to 2 earned runs today. Joseph gets a piece of 1, and we're back 2-2. Mueller responsible for the second Brownlee home run, but otherwise been rather stellar. 2 strikeouts on the day. No walks allowed through his 11 batters. Mueller came in for relief for Will Jackman. Oh! Lost the grip on that one as Joseph hits the deck. Off speed, lost control there from Mueller. Loads the count up. Here's the pitch. Ball rocked down the side. And we'll do it again. As Joseph gets hooked. 3rd strikeout on the day for Mueller, and Esri coming in, talking to Mueller. Talks to Cocker. Doesn't look like a pitching change. Deep strategy talks as Brownlee gets the intentional walk treatment, a sign of respect and strategy. Brian Esri not taking any chances as Brownlee was on a roll, or looked locked in today. And Brad Verhaven, who made a remarkable stretch to complete a double play in the 7th, as Brownlee looked for a steal for first. Gave a couple steps there. There's a swing and a miss from Terhaven. Mendes still warming up. As Terhaven lines one to Hunt. Hunt with the throw to first. And the Jackfish will get out of the inning unscathed. We are still knotted at 11 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning.
All right, fans, the party isn't over yet. It's hot dog toss time.
And now, a word back to our sponsors. Welcome back, folks. Welland Jackfish baseball. Luis Jean stepping up to the plate for the Jackfish here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jean down 0-1. Lots of drama in this game, especially in the 7th. Jean shows bunt, lays it down, cannot keep it fair. Certainly caught De Los Santos off guard. Jean, in his last plate appearance, took the strikeout on rather controversial means. A lot of strike calls he did not agree with, as did the Fanatics here in Welland Stadium. As now we battle at an 0-2. Here's the pitch from De Los Santos in the dirt for a ball. De Los Santos came in last inning to relieve the bases loaded jam. Jean, here's one. I swear to you, we would have had it. Went just above our heads here in the booth. Everyone's arms went up like half a centimeter out of pure reflex as Jean stays alive. As Davey Mendez looming in the Jackfish bullpen, looking like we'll see him in the 9th inning. Jean, check swing. Called the ball, no swing. Stays alive once again. That's the game, folks. Pitch by pitch. How do you maintain an at-bat? How do you stay alive until you cannot? De Los Santos dribbled to shortstop, bounces over the head of Miguel. He's going for second. He's making the run. He's down. Safe. Luis Jean, with help from the baseball gods, slides into second, and the Jackfish are in business.
The designated hitter, number 15,
Steven Moretto now heads to the plate with Jean on second. Moretto, 2 for 3 on the day. I say let's go for 3. Moretto showing bunt. Hustling to first. Will he get there? He's safe. Terhaven laid down, and the ball got him. Runners on the corners. Terhaven trying to get out of the way, received a ball instead from the throw that could not get to first. And here comes Porch. Mateo Porchelato with runners on the corners, nobody down. And we'll have a pinch runner, Ethan Pasco. Ethan Pasco coming in from Moretto at first base. Ethan Pasco, a very speedy individual, and it looks like this may be the day for De Los Santos as Rup Chandradat walks to the mound. I may be mistaken. Seems like a discussion. Plan of attack for Porch. As Pasco getting his stretches in there at first base. One would be foolish to think Pasco isn't considering taking off whenever he can. Pasco's top-notch speedster. But if Porcelado can send one to the porches, that problem may not even be considered. The Pitt Meadows, British Columbia native, Mateo Porcelado. Coming in. Strike one called. Ball called. A lot of noise on that one. Quite the tense affair. Pasco. Pasco moving around at first. Ball outside the corner, 2-1. Porcelado ready for anything. Outside. Booming, let's go Jackfish chance. Here in Welland Stadium. 3-1 count. Porcelado. Called strike two on the take. Fans not happy about that one. And now, a full count once again. De Los Santos sets. Porch. Can't catch up to it. Strike three. Now bring up another lefty.
The left fielder, number 24,
Hogan Brown. Hoagie. Whatever you want to call him. He's in a good position right now. Takes a big hack. Misses in the dirt. Strike one. That's what you call a daddy hack. Wanted that one. Definitely looked like he had one thing on his mind there. Outside, ball one. One and one. Brown. Joseph Pasco on his horse. Hogan. Safe. Run comes in. Jackfish up. The double play could not be converted in time. And the Jackfish had the lead.
the second baseman, number 9, Ethan Hunt.
And that brings up Ethan Hunt. Hunt on bunt, but thrown to first. Brown, way to first. Called strike to Hunt. The Jackfish with the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Inside, 1-1. And now we are look to be guaranteed a closing opportunity for Davy Mendez in the top of the 9th here. Davy Mendez, as that ball is inside to Hunt. Davy Mendez notably not giving up a run in last year's entire regular season. So one would say you'd like your odds, but these are the majors. But Mendez looks ready. Says Hunt to the second, another bounce, but caught by Reyes Cruz. But not before the Jackfish take the lead on a ground out RBI, fielder's choice. And we'll stay with you as here comes Davy Mendez.
Now pitching for your Welland Jackfish, number 41, Davy Mendez.
And when you hear Narco, you know Davy Mendez is here, and he's ready to take care of business. Ball one. Mendez with a strike. You want to talk about flamethrowers. Mendez at one point last season topped out at 97 miles an hour. There's that one. Ground to second. Hunt comes up with it. To first. Guys, scoop by Portolato. One down. That was Drew Lawrence with that ground out. And here comes Dan Patel.
The third baseman, number 13, Dan Patel.
Patel, once again, quite the day for the majors. 2 for 3. And is blown by with that fastball from Davy Mendez. And time is called, and Mendez through anyway. A lot of interesting time calls on the part of the majors. Well, that works. Mendez taking time to collect himself after that one. Mendez back on the mound to face Patel. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. Nothing like a good fastball to get you riled up in the top of the 9th inning. A 12-11 ball game. A back and forth slugfest, slobber knocker, boxing match, whatever you want to call it. The Jackfish have an opportunity. And swing and a miss. Mr. Patel, you've been hooked by Davey Mendez. Keith Kendall, the final batter. Inside for ball 1. I say final in hopes of it being the final batter. I'm worried about my words there. But could you blame me? Grounder to first, to second base. Hunt with a bare hand. Cannot get it in time. Nearly a highlight-worthy play from Ethan Hunt, who's just been doing it all today. A pinch-hit home run, a double, nearly a bare-hand game-ending play. But the inning continues, and Tommy Reyes Cruz comes up to the plate. Mendez stands at 6'4", from San Pedro, Dominican Republic. Feeds a fastball just high, 1-0. Tommy Reyes Cruz, 2 RBIs on the day. You'll remember a go-ahead 2-run single that just got past Tyler Dupuis. Reyes Cruz gets a piece of that to the net, evens the count. Mendez with the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. Kendall on first. Mendez looking to put the majors away. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a strike. 2-2. The Fanatics rising to their feet. Mendez takes a peek to Kendall. Readies. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. The Jackfish continue the winning streak and defeat the reigning champions by a final score of 12-11. A phenomenal win for the Jackfish. A never say die attitude from the beginning of the game to the end. Punches thrown back and forth from both sides, but in the end of the day, contributions from every single one of the Jackfish, both on and off the bench, lead to a lovely W. Their 5th in a row. And ain't this one sweet? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next Saturday against the Toronto Maple Leafs here in Welland Stadium. My name is Luca Morganti. I hope you have a wonderful night. And make sure to tune in next time because it's the Fish.